what I have here is an 1858 Remington pistol. Now this would have an advantage over, say, like your Colt revolver at the time, being that you can carry multiple cylinders and change them out quickly. So instead of having to dump your powder in and ram it down, you can do it a lot quicker. You can have these all loaded before you went into battle. So what you do is you pull your rammer down. There was a rod that stuck through your cylinder. You'd pull that out, open up your cylinder, and out came your cylinder. And you'd have a pouch. You reach in there, grab your new cylinder. They can be kind of a bear to put in. At least mine is.
They are.
Of course, it's going to act up when
Now, if you think Dalton's having a hard time, imagine doing this on horseback with people shooting at you.
There it goes.
You're still off. There you go.
There it goes. Then you would lock it in. Now, like I said, this was still a step up. As you can see, it can be kind of a finicky process trying to get this in, but it was still faster than having to put a ball in, or put your powder in, put a ball in, and ram it down. But as you can see, this would be all difficult to do on horseback or under fire.
One of the things that a lot of soldiers did, especially Confederate soldiers out here in Missouri and what they call the Western Theater, the Trans-Mississippi, was they carried multiple guns. Now you can see I got two on my belt. Of course, one was the Remington we showed you. The other one is the Army Colt. Now the thing about it is, Dalton, because he's carrying one, he fires his 6. I got 6 more. I got 12 shots total. But for some of the Confederate troops, especially the Missouri guerrillas, they would carry even more pistols. If we had our saddles out here, what do you carry on yours, Dalton? You carry 2 on your saddle?
2 on the saddle and 2 on the belt.
Yeah, so Dalton, he's got 4 pistols he rides with, and when I'm riding, I've got 4 on the saddle and 2 on my belt. And then, if I really wanted to, just grab this real quick, I could increase my firepower by carrying a carbine, which I sling off like this. Now some guys, especially Confederates, would carry a sawed-off shotgun. Sawed-off shotgun meant that at close range I could hit, do a lot of damage. And if a Union soldier caught me with a sawed-off shotgun in the Confederacy, I was hanged on the spot because it was so nasty. And so we're talking about this. This thing, this sling, is designed so if you come off your horse, you keep your carbine with you, and to get on your horse or to walk with it, you sling it like that. It's not a bad way of handling it, except this thing will start sliding up and pretty soon it's choking you. So it's not the best thing in the world. Let's do a couple more things here. These guns right here would have been of Confederate manufacture. Now, the Confederacy did not have as many manufacturing factories as the North did. So they would have to copy and use not sometimes the best material for building their guns. These here are both copies of this Army Colt that I showed you. You can see the similarities in them. But notice this has a brass frame. This is what they call the frames, made out of brass. The Confederacy would melt bells down and make the frame. It still worked, but this is a softer metal and it just would not take the beating of the steel. Now, one other thing too, again, going back to the Remington that you just saw, this is a Whitney. If you've heard about Eli Whitney and the cotton gin, that's one of the guns that he made. You can see it's very similar to the Remington, and it's just like all the other guns we've talked about. It's cap and ball, slow to load, but still got the job done. And when you look at the Civil War, again, there's all kinds of varieties of weapons being used as far as pistols. There's manufacturers at Spiller and Burr, Star, Walsh. There was so many of them out there. Everybody was trying to find better and better ways to make these guns work. Let's talk about the belts real quick, couldn't we?
Sure.
All right. Of course, now Dalton and I are not wearing our Civil War gear, but let's tell you a couple of neat little things. If you look here, now a lot of you might call this a belt buckle. It's actually what they call a belt plate. The one Dalton's wearing has US on it for United States. Some of them would have a state emblem on there, like for Texas, they'd have a big star here. I think Louisiana had a pelican of some type on theirs. Officer, you want to show that officer buckle real quick?
Sure.
This is a Union officer belt buckle, or belt plate. See how much fancier